So, in today's video, we're going to put together something special. This is something different. This is for the non-dog lovers, the people who hate dogs. And I came up with this video because I recently had some people over my house and they were actually, I'm not going to say scared of Aries, but it's to the point where they really don't like dogs. So their whole body language and their energy was completely displaying to Aries something else. And what I mean by that is, to Aries, he saw weakness, fear. Alright, so basically what we have here is when you walk into someone's house, right? You walk into the house, right away, what does the dog do? They come up to you. The dog isn't coming up to you to bite you or attack you or anything like that, alright? The dog is basically coming up to you for information. He's going to get the information by smelling you, alright? That's how dogs get their information, alright? We know they don't talk to us. We know they don't understand our words, at least I think we know that part of it. But to us, we're energy and scent. Alright, so, well, to the dogs, we're energy and scent. Alright, so that's what the dog is coming up to us doing. So basically, when the dog comes up to us, we walk into someone's house, what do? We start doing this. Come on, man, get your dog, get your dog. Get your dog, yo, like, chill with that, alright? But, now, to the dog, this behavior right here is all weakness. This is weakness right here. Like, same thing if you would have a plate in your hand and the dog's trying to sniff it and you're kind of doing like this with the plate, you're actually inviting the dog up because you're not owning your space. If you were to own your space and claim it, the dog will respect your area and leave. Not only will he respect your area, but he will respect your area and any object you have in that area. Alright? But that's because you have to claim it. If you don't claim it, then you get the dog all over you, right? Now, you also should have the owner of the dog calling him, right? Come. The dog should come right away. Now, what's going to happen is, once everyone sits down again, that scent is going to be so strong. And maybe the dog didn't get all the information he needed. So he's going to come back up again, all right? So then you got to claim your space. Now, if the owner isn't correcting the dog, it's okay to say stop. You know, it's okay to claim your space. So how do you do that? Just stand your ground. If you don't want to correct, a lot of people are scared of dogs like that, and you might not want to correct another person's dog. I understand that. So another way of claiming your space is to stand straight up, stand hard, erect, stand straight up, and ignore the dog. Completely ignore the dog and just let the dog sniff you. Let him go ahead and get it out the way. That's it. Alright? Because what is the dog going to do? The dog's going to walk down on you. Friend or foe, son, state your biz. He want to know right there, who's this coming into my house? Is it negative energy, positive energy? And he's going to get that through smelling you. So that's what that is. You ever see when two dogs meet, what do? They kind of like form a circle and they'll smell each other's rear. Or they'll smell each other. Alright? And the reason why they smell each other's rear or private parts, and tell you, however you want to say it is, that's where they're going to get the most information from. From a dog's point of view, they're going to tell where the dog been, things like that. You know, they get a lot of information from that. So these are just a couple things you can do when you go over to someone's house. Main thing is ignore the dog, all right? Because what's going to happen is once you start doing this, and the one thing you cannot be is frustrated or scared. If you are, the dog will pick up on this energy right away. For starters, when you're scared, what do? Oh, come on, man, get your dog, all right? And then on top of that, right? When you're scared, your body start releasing like these chemicals and everything like that. And dogs pick up on that right away and they can smell it. Hence the expression, smell of fear, or yeah, that. So that comes along with that whole territory. So you can't be scared, can't be frustrated. You have to stand tall and just ignore the dog. Alright? You might feel a bit of coldness, but that's nothing. That's just his nose sniffing you. Ignore the dog. I mean, if you're this is not ignoring him either. If you're looking down at him, you're not ignoring him, right? You're giving him affection. That eye contact is affection. And if it's a scared dog or a dominant dog, by you looking at him in the eye like that, that could present a challenge right there. Now, I don't mean to scare you. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what that could mean. So, you want to ignore the dog. Don't look at him. Don't say his name. Don't say anything to him. Alright, then what's going to happen is, about 2 or 3 minutes, he's going to get that scent he needs, he's going to get the information he needs, and then he's going to go on about his business, and you ain't going to have to worry about him for the rest of the time. Alright? Now, the next time you come back to the house, is this going to happen again? Yes, it is. But it's going to get shorter and shorter each time you go to the house. Unless, you rarely go over to that person's house, then, it's might something you have to do often, or something you have to do, experience when you go over the house. But bottom line is, you don't have to be scared of it. It's just that's how they get the information. So number one, own your spot. Stand straight up, ignore the dog, no touching, no talking, just ignore the dog. Ignore the dog. Number two, claim your area. Stand straight up, claim your area, claim your space. Again, when we do these type of things like that, we invite the dog up. Alright, same thing when we have food in the hand. Get away, leave it. What we're doing is we're inviting the dog up. So we want to forget that behavior. You don't want to do that. So if you just sit there, stiff as a board, ignore the dog, 2 or 3 minutes, he'll find you boring. Basically, that's what's going to be it. He'll find you boring, and then he'll go on about his business. So these are some things that you can do when you go over some friend's house, or in general, when you don't want to be bothered by a dog, period. Same rules apply. It's not just when you're going over someone's house. Even if it's your dog and you don't want to be bothered, stand straight up, stiff as a board, ignore the dog. 2 or 3 minutes, he'll go on about his business. Alright, I'll go get something else. Now, the key with that is, since you're boring, he might go find the shoe to chew on, so you got to keep that in mind too. You are still a pack leader, so you got to watch what he does when he leaves you alone. With that being said, DD, deuces. Till next time. Phew.